Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Check it out. Check it out. Good to see you all. Paul, Heal.Thy.Man method, author, men's health and well-being facilitator, podcast co-host of the More Than Black or White Health podcast. Who you with? B! My dude, Brian out there in Portugal right now. Who you with, B? Love you, man. This session, this live, apologies. I realized during midweek that I missed last week. So here I am back again, back on this. Question I had to start this out. What happens when you go without something you crave the most? So this was something that came up for me. And I guess it was maybe about a month ago. I recognized, okay, like my weight was consistently going up. It was just like around higher than I'd like it to. And then I noticed my habits, like a lot more drinking, a lot of more poor food. And I noticed, I said, okay, my body's feeling a certain way. And I made a commitment. I said, I'm going to fast. I'm going to fast. And not just fast for 3 days and I'm done. I said, I'm going to make a commitment to fast on a regular basis. So I committed to myself at the beginning of May that on June 1st, that would be the first month that I would start this fast, this 3-day fast every month. And I'm excited for it. I got excited for it. And it was also something to help me out with my longevity because there's just stuff that Brian and I have talked about on the podcast, as well as just what I've researched about fasting, the benefits that I've personally experienced with fasting and detoxing. I was like, I think it's going to be a good way for me to just help my body, mind, and spirit to recalibrate. And this first fast that I did in June was a fast to help me re-engage with my will. So I'm going to talk to that about that today, and especially some things that came up that I want to share that I think are important. So today is we're going to talk about I'm going to speak on why every man should consider is I'm afraid of using that word should. I'm not a big fan of that word should. Why every man gets to fast, not just for health, but just for how they for the health component, yes, but just really for the getting back their power, like presence, their self-awareness. So looking at this, especially just going into it, like first of all, why even fast? So first of all, as men, we often pride ourselves on what we can do. But what about what we can withstand, what we can do without? So one of the things for me with fasting is, especially this time, that it was free of being only about food. It was about reclaiming choice in this environment that we have that is ripe, full, and fertile land for consumption and numbing ourselves out on a regular basis. This is what we do, right? And fasting reveals really what drives me. It revealed what drove me. And one of the things I found is like a lot of it is boredom. Like for me, it's boredom. It's okay, this is a mundane thing. I've done this already. I want something more exciting. So what I do is I'll numb myself to pull my feelings and my engagement down rather than figure out ways to explore it. So again, this helped me. This is becoming a tool for me to detox patterns, become aware of patterns, reconnect to my roots and reasons, and also rebuild my discipline and my will, like I said before. So I don't know how many times men have never tested their will. And will is one of Bob Proctor's 5 mental faculties that we get to really hone in on. So when I was thinking about will from a perspective of what my intention was, like I was bringing that mental piece of it too, something for me to harness and hone on a regular basis. The thing is that even though like, okay, I'm on this fast thing, I did do some missteps, so I want to talk to that, and then I'm going to go into the 3 things to consider if you're going to go onto a fast. So when I originally went into this fast, I looked at it as something. I looked at doing a water fast, like only water. When it came down to it, I had 2 different juices. On the first day, I had a papaya, sweet potato, cucumber, and orange with turmeric juice. It was 2 small glasses. The next day I had beets, watermelon, cucumber, and lime with ginger. I had 2 small glasses of that as well. After talking to my dude Omar, and like he's like the detox specialist. That's the guy. That's the he created the detox that I do before my birthday, that 21 day. So he was like, nah, man. He was like, yo, it's got to be all water in order for autophagy to kick in. And autophagy, that's like, me drinking juices delays the autophagy because basically it's starving those poor cells, right? And it's getting my good cells to start to really eat those or get rid of them. I may do something on autophagy, but Brian and I have covered that in the previous episode. So you guys can refer back to that. And I'll also later on post that in the show notes for this, right? So you get to see it. What's up, guys? Craig, Corey, what's going on, guys? How you feeling? So when we look at this, right, some of the things too is with the missteps, like it gave me a deeper insight that like even what I consume in the fast matters. So discipline isn't about just removal; it's also about alignment. Because again, my alignment was I wanted to create this autophagy and this along with the will, but like again, I created something else. Like I created a liquid fast rather than the actual juice. So this was a chance for me to instead of beat myself up. And that was also an opportunity for me to get off the cleanse. Because as soon as I found that from Omar, I can vividly remember that third day, I was like, you already messed up. Like that was a voice in my head. Like you already messed up. So don't worry about it. Just go get the cheeseburger, bro. Just go get that piece. No. And this was a chance for me again because I was reconnected to my will to reframe failure as feedback for a stronger time next time. Because again, remember I said this is going to be something I'm going to be doing on a regular basis. So when we look at that from that perspective, let's look at the 3-step process that your boy put out earlier, and it was something I put out. I'm failing to remember the day, but it was something that I put out in a post. And these are the 3 steps that you can do, right? So first, set a time frame. You want to set the time frame to say, and what I mean by that is when you for dudes, if this is the first time you're fasting, you may, and that's the thing I see with guys like, hey, I'm gonna fast. Okay, how long am I gonna fast for? 10 days. Have you ever fasted before? No. Then, bro, what the hell are you doing? What are you doing? You're setting yourself up for failure. So when I say set a time frame within this framework for fasting, choose the container, right? Because that's what it's going to be. Like, is this container going to be 12 hours? Is it 24? Is it 3 days? Is it a weekly intermittent window? Let your put this in your calendar, schedule this so you know you're committed. Like I already know for July, I'm going to be doing I'm going to be doing June 30th, July 1st, July 2nd. So I have the 3rd and 4th to come back, to start 3rd, especially start eating, juicing, maybe have some protein shakes, and then I can have some burgers and stuff on July 4th if I choose. The second thing is set your intention. So what are you fasting for? Like, is it, listen, and this is free. This is me free of being judgy, man. It's not about me judging. I don't listen. I'm completely detached. My attachment is I want you to get the most out of what you're putting into this detox because that's what it's about, man. Like this detox, this fasting experience is a powerful palette. It's a powerful container and cleanse. I'm gonna reframe cleanse. It's a powerful space to recommit. So, what are you fasting for? For me, it was reconnecting with my will. Next is going to be in July. I set the intention to reconnect to the element of water. So, what is it for you? Is it to clear your mind? Is it to heal your body? Is it to gain control over your urges? Is and if you're just fasting, you're starving yourself. Yet, if you fast with an intention or purpose, like you're gaining, you're enhancing yourself. You're enhancing yourself in a tremendous way. The third thing is to set the rules. So one of the things, as I mentioned, bless up to my guy O, and bless up to me sharing, because if I didn't share, I wouldn't have known this data. So set the rules. Be clear on what exactly you're going to be doing in this detox, in this fasting time frame. Does it mean it's only water? Are you only going to be doing juices? Are there no tech screens? Is it no sex or porn? Is it no alcohol, no weed, no whatever you take in, whatever it is? Like, what are the rules? Again, this is you setting this space for purpose. Okay. And when there's clarity, that creates a conviction. And without that, the mind's going to negotiate. And the mind can be crafty because it'd be like, yo, man, the craving. That's the thing about cravings. I realized cravings can be strong. I remember vividly, it was day 2. I'm like, man, I have a craving. I was telling my class this yesterday. I have a craving for a burger with relish and sweet sauce and hot honey. And that's the thing. I can't stand relish. So that's how I know it's a craving. Like my body was just like, I gotta get something. Something. So listen, be mindful of cravings because there's something bigger out there for you. And speaking of cravings, there's a power beneath it because now it really remember I told you before, like the root of my cravings is boredom. Like if I'm doing something consistently, there's a saboteur, there's a part of me is like, yo, we got to make this thing sexy, baby. We got to make it sexy. Okay, then what does that mean? Then I'm going to go disrupt my peace, my flow by doing something that's far from productive or conducive or even aligned to what I'm set out to do. So when you're thinking about the power beneath the cravings, think about what in the fast period, like if you want that screen or you want that porn, what are you really hungry for? What are you really craving? Sit with that piece, okay? Because it's going to identify where your identity is hooked in. Is it in food specifically? Is it in comfort? Is it in being achieving something? Is it more praise? Like there's something at the root of this that's generating this craving and this way of being for you. So by practicing the fasting, it's really like when I was thinking about it, I was like, man, this is really a practice of remembrance. So it's and I was when I was like writing up the notes for this one, this was a cool thing that came up, right? I am not ruled by what I consume. I choose who I am becoming. That's the conviction of this. That's why it's important to set an intention around this fast. Very, very, very important. So here's how we wrap this piece up. What could be possible if you gave up something that you used to numb yourself? If you gave this up for up to 72 hours, what could be possible? Something to think about. Something to definitely think about. And listen, here's the thing, right? Try it. Give a fast a go, my guys. Give a fast a go. If you find that you're stuck, you're like, ah man, I'm just not really feeling. Go on a fast. And remember, I said it doesn't have to be anything extraordinary and lavish or like lengthy. It could be 12 hours without something that you use to numb yourself. Maybe it's a week without Netflix if you're watching Netflix, or maybe a night. I have no idea. But do it, give yourself a chance and do a fast. Again, it doesn't have to be food. It could be comfort, porn, devices, sugar, validation, whatever that is for you. Whatever, again, something you used to numb, be free of it for a certain period of time. Journal what comes up for you. Audio to chat GPT, phone a friend, talk to your therapist about it. I don't give a crap what you do. I'm free of I'm detached from that. The only thing is I want you to do it and observe what comes up for you. Okay. If you do this monthly, even better. If you want to tap into what I'm doing, my 3-day fast, and you're like, yo, Paul, yo, let me get in on that, son, so we can support each other. Okay, great. I'm in. All right. Just like DM me, put in the comments like, yo, Paul, I want to get in for that June 30th to July 2nd. That's the next fast that I'm doing for 72 hours, only water fast. Again, my intention is to reconnect to the element of water. If you want in, drop that thumbs up or like send me a DM and like, hey, listen, again, and you can also in the DM drop what's one thing you could do without this week to reconnect with your will. Again, this is Paul. Hey, listen, it's been completely a joy here. Thank you all.